Hi, my name is Shankar Gumare, and in this video, I will show you how to upload a video file from your no-code, low-code Appgyver app to your Amazon S3 or any content repository. Let's get started. Let me share my screen. Now, as you can see, I have already created a project. This is a blank project. Now, I do not have Amazon S3 account or I do not have a GCP account. So instead showing you connecting to Amazon S3, I would be showing you using MinIO. If you are not familiar with MinIO, MinIO is an exact replica of Amazon S3, but it's a free version. So you can download and you can install the content repository for yourself. The functionality and the API is 1:1 match. That means whatever you do in MinIO, you can still use that for Amazon S3. All you have to do is point to Amazon S3 URL and you are good to go. I have already installed MinIO in my system uh, and I have created a bucket called Appgyver. So the main purpose of this video is to record a video using Appgyver app and upload it to a content server, in this case, MinIO. Now, if you would like to know how to install MinIO, let me know down below in the comment and I will show you how you can deploy MinIO. Now, like I said, this is the intention is to record a video. So first of all, we need to create an action to trigger camera and record a video. So that would be very easy. So let me get rid of this custom template or standard. Do we need a headline? Well, we don't need. Let's say, yeah, we don't need. I'm not going to spend time on customizing it. I will just show you a basic bare bone application to record a video and to send it to content repository. So let's get a button to record. Let's change this to something like that. Let's call this as record. Simple. Now on record, we have to call camera and start recording. There's a flow function in the marketplace, so you can go and find uh, record video. So install that and then call this flow function when we tap on the button here. So this will launch the camera app and there will be an option for cancel and start recording, which you can customize down here. So there's option for record, cancel. There's also a label for stop button. Now, for whatever reason, Appgyver does not allow you to record a video using a front camera. That option is not available yet. However, there is an option if you're taking a photo, and this example actually is applicable for both video and photo. So instead taking video, you could just use the photo. And again, that flow function is already available in core. So you can go here and pick take photo instead video. Okay, so resolution is 720. Do we have a higher resolution? Yeah, there is. But anyway, let's leave that. Then capture audio true. So I'm not going to change anything in here. I have a video. Now, if you go here on outputs, you will see the basic information or a documentation for this flow function. The port 1 triggers gives the video file or triggers on a success and provides a video file object with 6 properties: path, MIME type, name, size, created and modified at. Port 2 doesn't do anything. Port 3 reports an error. So let's first map port 3. So we should know that something went wrong. So let's connect to an alert and we will map this from our output value of video record and let's report the actual raw error. Okay, so that's the error. Now on success, as soon as we record a video, we have to send this video. We have to capture this file and send it over to Amazon S3 or MinIO in this case. Now, by default, Amazon S3 does not support out of the box in Appgyver, which probably you would know. What I did is I have created a pre-signed URL, which basically acts as a proxy between MinIO and the service which we are going to call here. that proxy authenticates itself, and the request which comes here is pre-authenticated, so I don't have to enter any credentials. So let's go create that source. And why we need this is because to upload content on S3 or on MinIO, first you have to make a call by giving the file name, which generates a URL, which returns, the service returns the URL, generating that URL. Then you have to put a file using that URL. So let's create that first service call to generate an URL. So let's add a resource. It's a REST API, and we will call this as get signature. Now let me copy paste from my notepad. We can say retrieve signature key, retrieve signed key before file upload, and this is my pre-signed URL. Now I'm running a proxy in between the MinIO and the Appgyver frontend. Again, if you want to know how to run or how to create a proxy, so you don't have to, you don't have to set up authentication for S3, let me know. I will add more details. So that's all we need here. Save. Then since we are running a get query, so let's go to get. We don't need that. But since it's a query, so let's add query. And what it needs is name. So let me, again, copy paste from notepad. Name, and is it static? No, it's not, and a text. So save. So what happens is we call this URL, we give the file name, and that service returns us a URL. So we take that URL and then we send the files or send the video file. Now we set up a get, but we have to set the schema, which we did not do it yet here. So there's no schema, just remove that. We can do that by running a test. So let's run a test now. I will enter name, let's say demo.png. I don't have a file, but I'm just testing it, and run a test. Okay, so this is the response. When we send the file name, system generates a URL and returns back a signed URL. So let's set this as a schema, so we don't have to create manually, and save. So this covers our first part of getting the signed URL from uh, MinIO or Amazon S3. So once we record a video, uh, we will extract the file name. We'll pass that file name to this service, the one which I just configured, and we'll get the URL. Now, like I said, in record video, if you see the output, there is a name here, local file system. If applicable, note that file name and extensions are included in the local path property already. So I did not see that, even though it says name, but I could not see it. However, I wrote a small function to split the path. This one is this object, this property is there. So split the path and take the file name. So let's create a variable here. Let's add page variable. Oh, I did it in a page parameter. That's wrong. It's here. Supposed to be under page variables. Okay, again, file name under page variables, not parameters. Those are for page parameters. So the variable name is file name and the assigned value. Now we can output this from the recorded video. We can select the path, save. This is just one of the way to create a formula. Now the path is a full path, the file path on this operating system, which we don't want. We just want the last part of the path. So the formula is to get that is this one. So it says split the video file path by / and take the 12th array, which is basically file name. That's the last one. And how do I know 12? I already did a research which position it is on. That's an index of the file name. So we set the file name. Now we have a file name. Now moving on, we can call our service now here. So that service which we just created in here to get the URL, this get signature, we will make a call here. And to do that, we go here and let's say get a record. We'll connect that here. Get signature. Now this says you need to supply a name, and we know we have name in page variable, file name, and save. So this gives us the URL. This is the URL which we will be using to send a video or to send a blob file. You can use this URL to upload content. Now, once we have that, we will be using upload files function. This takes input as a file list of files and it will upload to the upload URL. But the catch is the input object required for this function has to be very specific, otherwise it won't work. So technically we could just connect here. It should work this way, but it doesn't work. But I will show you how it's supposed to work. You go in here, you go to record video, and you just assign the video file, and then it should work. But it doesn't work. As you can see, it's saying it doesn't, files to upload. It does not support that. So if we go here, this is supposed to be an array. So we can go here and we can say output from another node, video file, and save. So this is supposed to work because the video file should have all those parameters required by the file upload, plus in addition to the URL which we don't have, that we can add. But this doesn't work. I already tried. What we can do is, instead doing this direct mapping, we will create another page variable. Let's call this as where is it? Variable. Let's call this as file upload. Now this is an object, and this has a few properties which I will show you here. We need path, name, size, modified at, created at, and upload URL. So first we go with path. Let's add new name. Then what we have, path, name, size, and size is not text, but it's a number, supposed to be a number. And then modified at, so let's add that. Why is, anyway, that's fine. So modified at, created at, that's a string too. And then the last, upload URL. This is the URL where the file upload function uploads files. Upload URL and save. So now we have this variable. What we can do is so we cannot connect that directly like I showed you, it doesn't work. So now let's set the page variable, one more page variable. The output from get record, will set it here. Okay. So we have a file upload and we will assign the customer object. So all those things we have to pass here. So go in an object with properties and map those directly with your video file, because what it shows at the static time is not what it produces, at runtime. So created at, output from video file, created at, save. Modified at, output from record video, there's a modified at. Name, go in, there's a name. Do we need a name? I think, yeah, that's fine. Name, path, we already have path here, so let's add that. Size, that's the size, and upload URL. Now we don't have upload URL in a video, but we do have upload variable at URL as part of the page variable. Did we use that? Maybe not. So let me go back and save. So when we got this record, oh, we did not collect. Okay, yeah, we have that. So we go in here again one more time, and upload URL is coming out from get record text response. That's the URL. However, the response you probably have noticed earlier when I ran a test, it sends with the host and a port. So we have a protocol, host, and a port. Well, in this case, that doesn't really matter. We are just going to pass as is. Uh, I did something else where I have to remove the host and a port, protocol, host, and port, but in this case, we don't need it. So that's it. We map the page variable here. Now we will pass that to upload files. The method is put the files to upload. This we will remove, and we have to map the page variable. Since this is expecting an array, because there could be multiple files, we'll put it in the bracket, square brace bracket, so that way the file upload will send only one. Let me confirm. Yeah, so that's page variable file upload. Now, bunch of things we did not connect, like the error here, the error here. So let me add few more alerts. So if there's an error while retrieving an retrieving URL, we will connect that here. Get the output from get records, error, save. When we upload file, it has three outputs, but out of three, if you notice here, port 1 gives just uploaded job ID. Port 2 also gives you a job ID. I don't know why they did that. And port 3 gives an error. So we will just ignore the port 2 and we'll connect port 1 and port 3. They are kind of redundant anyway. So let's go here and add a message. We'll just put file uploaded. File uploaded successfully. In here, we'll take actual error out of file upload function and we'll bind that to the flow function. So our flow function or a flow is ready. All we have to do is uh, run this app on the phone, record a video, and this should upload it to MinIO. Now I have Appgyver bucket here, so let me change my proxy to point to that. Okay, so we are good. Let me run again. This is the proxy. Let's go back and do a quick test here. Get test name demo.png and run a test. Yeah, it works. That's fine. The only thing I change is the bucket. Now it's Appgyver. So we have our proxy, working proxy. Yeah, so now this should work. So if I change, if I run it on my phone, record a video, it should upload to MinIO. For that, let me run my screen share. I use UX Play to share my screen, iPhone screen. Also, if you want to know how I do it, let me know down below in the comment and I will be glad to show you what I do. So let's go all the way to Appgyver. I already have something open. That's another app. Okay. So as we can see here, we have a video upload. That's the app we just built. I will open that. And I'm gonna just open my keyboard. So you can see my keyboard here and I will record that. pretty much, and stop. So it says file uploaded successfully. Perfect. Now let's go check in MinIO. Let's go in here and refresh. And there we go. We have this file here. Now there are different ways of uploading file. I mean, you could use a read file function, then encode in base64 and then send it over. I tried that. It also works. But the problem is it uploads into base64. So if you have to use this file, you have to download and then decode in base64, and then you will find a video. I found out this was the easiest way I can upload videos. So that's how I set it up. You don't need any custom function. You don't need any JavaScript, nothing. You could just do it with a basic Appgyver. So that's all for this video. Again, if you want to know more about MinIO, how I set up, how I'm using it here, let me know down below and I will be glad to record another video. Thank you and see you in the next video.